a tree that shouldn't be young. 3 trees formed the high mountain. A familiar sentence logo for commitment is power. However, if you look at the image below, it proves the opposite. Real Madrid to attack Mallorca. At the time of relief when the ratio was doing the same, Mbappe, Vinicius Rodrigo was all involved in the situation. But instead of separating RA to attract them to each other, 3 Real Madrid songs together, running in one direction on the left wing. Of course, all attempts to find a goal were then spooked by CA. Kira's self-contained attack is about the same thing. And it looks very messy. As we move forward, both the enemy and our army are overrun countless times in the match. This image over and over again. This is also the reason Real Madrid are powerless. See the opponent holding his feet at young Sanmoix. Real Madrid can only take 1 point ahead of Mallorca on the opening day of La Liga. In fact, the outcome of the match is unpredictable, because the last few seasons, every time Real Madrid marches Nissan of Mallorca, half of the battles, they have to split points or even lose points. It was only when things finally calmed down. Real Madrid have signed Kylian Mbappe to complete the 3 great pieces to escape from the Moise. Let's throw 3 of our greatest hits on the field. And Real Madrid, we soon got a table. 1 in the 12th minute thanks to the Rodrigo combo. But what's even better is Bellingham. Mbappe and Vinicius both contributed to that situation. Of course, things got worse again when Mallorca show the relay before the current champion, when they equalized at the beginning of the second half and began to deploy a mass defense. Right now, then the headache of Arcela West really appeared. When seeing the image, 3 of his pieces malfunctioned during the attack. According to the original layout, Vinicius will play left. Rodrigo runs the right corridor, and Mbappe has taken the role of TRU and position swapping on the sentence grade. It will depend on the situation on the field. This section Don Carlo has told his BA set before. If you're in any football game, the player will be as good as Real Madrid. It's not just a high winning percentage, you have to win big. But the reality is that it's hard for Real Madrid. Meet Rodrigo's Vinicius and Papal. They all step out into the light on the left, and the hard-to-break habits of a marginal star. It's the movement that's ingrained in their thinking. It means that even though Mbappe, Vinicius there is also, to play the role of the forbidden center, they still remember the old mistakes. Playing for teammates, again actively run to the left. In fact, only Mbappe has experience the most competitive place in the highest row. Before that, he also held a competitive position at PSG, when the guard is Neymar. The other side is Messi. Of course in France, MP does not need to switch positions because 2 men can't be banned. So just attack. It's also a crime for Vinny to shoot. Because of you, not Rodrigo. Is the SAO rotating with the most MP? That every time. Vinicius is quite loose when I don't know what to do. Next in the middle. And yourself. He also said it's hard to play like a striker. Mbappe every time he has the ball. The killer instinct always rushes the art striker. Run to the left. Or right. It hurts to forget sometimes. You need to work with your team for a while. The first goal came just in time. Valorant specialist for Mbappe in the penalty area. And he started showing off his personal technique. It was soon stopped by Mallorca. But Vinicius got in pretty quickly to reclaim and release back to Cho Rodrigo. Mbappe still needs time to understand habits, the movement style of new teammates, to avoid foot drop. Mallorca can be called a very pragmatic team. When you find the table, they immediately defend themselves and just wait for Ryan try to drill. But 3 pieces on the attack accidentally turn it into cash on the left and leave the other wing to Mallorca's wingbacks. Take care of Bellingham. I had a conversation with 3 on his public class after the Mallorca party. Bellingham thinks that both Vinicius, MVP and Rodrigo, it needs to end. Quick ball situation by a finishing stroke when the opponent has mastered the habit. There's a shadow of this whole set of BA. MPP agrees with that. Maybe we need to wait for the next game. I hope things can improve. Next to RA is also a bit suspicious because SAO before Atlanta. Real Madrid's melodies come together quickly. No thanks to Mazda. Remember the call of duty. Mbappe to Real Madrid. It has absolutely no effect to the ability of Rodrigo and Vinicius to paint RA until we win the European Super Cup. The more valuable this route is, there's only one cause at the moment. It's Atlanta that attacks a lot, not in Mallorca. Obviously Real Madrid say that. It's the best counterattack club in the world. It's not wrong with their season numbers. Against Atlanta, Vinicius, Mbappe and Rodrigo. Separate RA into three noses on the sentence
When the vast
class.
underground is about to roll out
Watching
the pass.
Mallorca seal the goal. That makes Ryan's counterattacks almost non-existent. Whenever you are comfortable with the ball. MVP's wing washing routine. Vinicius and Rodrigo rise again, and that's why it's constant. There are situations where three trees come together. If it was a year ago, the current problem of Real Madrid can be neutralized with just one pass as reached by Toni Kroos. Now the German midfielder has paid off his
While
career.
Luka Morris
Also reduced the duration of the
leading
competition.
to
Bellingham alone making balls. Ramini and Van Dijk. It's two quarterbacks who have the ability to go far. It's not a constructive brain. But every problem has a solution. Real Madrid have the quality to do that. There are still a lot of penalties. About Mbappe playing with Vinicius and Rodrigo. It seems much simpler. Compared to the problem also at VNB 9 years ago. That's when Cristiano Ronaldo starting to turn 30. And the trend of this striker is gradually shifting into position striker. Even the Garable on the right. When Show Wales is also the central role. So that's the BBC mentality, bearing the silhouette of BA striker band in the attack. Despite that, Ronaldo, Benzema and Bale still playing together to reap countless more titles. That's why moving forward is forbidden. HOAO each other position on sentence. It's never been TRU, because this is only the second match that Real Madrid's new kit mounts. To attack, there must be a goal. How big is the team? They will also eat bitter fruit. The red card directly Mandy's final match against Mallorca to save Real Madrid from the worst. When the supply line comes to a standstill. When the fake Han saw, the fans see, the more clearly Andriati has to see. Any AI trainer. He certainly wouldn't hide his intentions. Continue to use 3 of his more than €500 million in these matches so that Mbappe, Vinicius and Rodrigo get alone. There are a lot of big goals this year. From La Liga, steal a king until the new Champions League format. And with a super strong squad like Real Madrid, it's led by a great coach, talented as Ancelotti. It's impossible for a match that doubted their journey. Real hasn't lost yet, that's what matters. AI also needs time to adapt and so does Mbappe. So is Vinicius, and so is Rodrigo. Mbappe has just got used to the new environment. A new life is a new place. So what we eat is time. And there comes a time when everything is in order. Everything is smoother TRU. Real Madrid will be even stronger. Time will be the measure. To his style of play. These 3 new pieces fit together. Some moving habits will be improved. And the SAO class is what's going to be replaced. Let's wait and see. Real Madrid once more stable in terms of class. How they're going to terrorize their opponents. In the coming matches, Charlotte herself, he will be the one looking for the answers. Let's give it to the Moritistas.